everyone, DMH Plane Spotting here. Welcome back to another model review. It's been a while, but here I am, and today I'm going to be reviewing the Gemini Jet's C-17 Globemaster and the Phoenix model's Jetstar A320. The first model that I'll be reviewing today is the Gemini Jet's Boeing C-17 Globemaster, or should I say Gemini Max, as it's an older model. This is a really cool model, and it is 1/400 scale. But before we get into the model details, let's have a look at the box. So here we have the box, and like all Gemini Jets model boxes, they have their open the flap window. And let's have a look at the front. So here we have some nice artwork of the C-17, and some nice metal pattern for the background. We've got the words Pittsburgh there, which I'm pretty sure it's its livery or maybe code name. I'm not sure. If you know what that means, let me know in the comments. And we also have the name Boeing C-17 Globemaster 3, a 1/400 scale model, die-cast model aircraft. Up at the top, Gemini Max, which is now known as Gemini Jets. It also has made for collectors by collectors. And let's have a look at the side. So on the side of the box, we've got the C-17 Globemaster, the same thing on the side. On the back, we've got pretty much the same thing. I need to take off that price tag. On the other side, same thing. On the bottom, just, you know, some more information. On the back, you've got more artwork of it, and this time it's in the sky. Got logo again, and some details in there about, you know, the company. So pause it there if you want to read it. And then when we open the flap window, that's where the model would be, and here is the information. So if you want to read this, pause it now. But yeah, so you've got some details on the aircraft, which is really cool. And yeah, so that is pretty much it for the box. Now let's take a look at the actual model itself. Now I'm actually really happy with this model, it's really cool. The best thing I like about it is it's, well, it's interactive. So if we have a look at it from upside down there, it has these cool ramps that can actually go up, and so as you can see there, they open up, so that's cool. So if you have one of these at your model airport, you could make a scene where soldiers and some other people loading cargo into the back of it, so that's really cool. And in the inside of the ramp, there's not much detail, just some nice molded detail, I guess. And yeah, so one thing I really love about this model is the nice bright details of the writing, so on the Pittsburgh sign and the other writing there, and also some little details across the aircraft. And the cockpit windows are grey, which is a little bit different because a lot of the Gemini Jets models are like black or a darker grey than that. There's some nice silver paint on the wings, US Air Force sign there, and the logo. If we move it to the side, you can see there's some door details there, and some other like instruments. I'm pretty sure they're supposed to be lights. And then there's the landing gear as well. They don't roll, but yeah, still look pretty good, I guess. Looks a little bit sloppy, but oh well. It's not too much it's not too big of a deal. And then if we go over to the engines, as you can see, there's some nice details in the engines. Looks really cool. And there's the front view of the aircraft. And if we move over to the tail design, as you can see, you've got the United States flag there. Some code numbers, I'm guessing, and some letters and stuff. Then you've also got the Pittsburgh sign. If we go on the bottom, as you can see, there's the US Air Force logos again, and the Gemini Max logo, and a little port there so you can attach it to a stand. Now I don't have a stand at the moment, so you won't be able to see what it looks like attached, but basically you can, if you have a stand, then you can put it up and it'll look pretty cool, I'm guessing. But yeah. So This model is pretty nicely done, or however though, there are some issues with it, I guess. So a lot of the paint looks, I don't know, kinda sloppy in some parts. Like it's, I don't know, like kind of, I don't know, it doesn't look like it was painted on properly at some parts. Like most of it is great, it's just there's some little bits that look like it's chipping off. And also the molds that for the what do you call them, the things that connect the engines to the wings, they're a little bit you know, a little bit rough, and a lot of the actual model is quite rough. And yeah, as I mentioned before, the landing gear are a little bit, you know, kind of messed up a little bit, but not too big of a deal. Most of it is great, so I'm really happy with this. And yeah, I do recommend you should get this or one of the other ones if you can. It'll be a nice addition to your collection. And now let's go on to some size comparison stuff, shall we? Right. So here we have a Gemini Jets Emirates A380. We'll see how those two scale out together. They're both 1/400 scale, so they're both in scale. So yeah. And here it is with the Qantas Centenary 7879 by Gemini Jets. You can see how they scale out together. And here it is with the Gemini Jets Planet Boeing 727. See how they work out. And here it is with the Qantas Rainbow Roo A330 by Phoenix Models. My final thoughts on this model is you should get it, it's great. Add it to your collection. Now let's head on and review the Phoenix Models Jetstar A320. So now onto the model, and it's a very nice model. Although I did get this one mistakenly for an Australian Jetstar A320, but this one's Jetstar Japan. However, that doesn't really matter, and it still looks great. They look pretty similar too. Anyways, let's have a look at the details. So, on the side, we've got the Jetstar logo, and some nice white paint for the outlines of the doors and the windows. The wings as well, you've got orange wingtips or sharklets, whatever they're called. And then we'll go over to the cockpit. We've got some nice grey paint for the cockpit windows, and the body has a really nice reflective sort of sparkly silvery grey colour, which is really nice. The wings, they have the emergency exits on them, and they're painted with a nice shiny white and silver. Same goes for the back wings and tail wings. The bottom, you've got space for a stand, and you've also got the nice detail that says Jetstar there. The landing gear are also really nicely detailed, and they do roll, which is great. Having a hard time trying to get this to focus because of how shiny it is in the light. Hold on. The top of the model, we have the instruments and stuff on that, although they are not 3D, they're painted on, which is a little bit disappointing, but oh well. Still looks great. For the engines, we've got some nice details in the engines, which is nice. The tail looks pretty good, and it's different on both sides, sort of. So on this side, we have the star at the top, and on this side, we have Jet on the top. There's also the registration, JAO2JJ. And we've also got some cargo doors and stuff like that. And its registration there. And yeah, that's pretty good. It also says Airbus A320 there. And yeah, that's pretty much all the details. Now, I really like this model. I don't know, it's just really cool, and I love the way it reflects the light. Very nice colour, it's painted very nicely. As I said, only downside is probably the 2D instruments on top. It'll look much better if they're 3D, but oh well. Yeah, so now let's go on to the size comparison. So here it is with my other Phoenix model, the Qantas Rainbow Brew A330. See how they scale together? Both part of the Airbus family, so yeah. Here it is with the recently reviewed Gemini Max Globemaster. Here it is with the Gemini Jets A380. Here it is with the 727. And here it is with the Qantas 787. So very nicely scaled out. So my final thoughts on this model. It's great. Thumbs up. Very nice. And it doesn't matter if you get Jetstar Japan or Australia, they look pretty much the same, except for the registration number. And both look very great. So, yes, definitely pick it up. And that is the end of this video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe if you want. And also check out my Instagram, which will be linked in the description. And look out for more model reviews coming soon. Hope you enjoyed, and see you later. Goodbye!